Well, the biggest thing is we have to get involved. We cannot sit on the sidelines and think that things are going to get fixed if people don't know your opinion. They don't know what you're going through. So that's the first thing is we have to get involved. We have to come together and we have to voice our concerns. Then you have to elect people who are listening. And that's one of the things that I do as a physician. I can't diagnose the problem unless I listen to you. And so that's again why I'm running. Because a part of my makeup is the first thing I do when you walk in, you tell me, say, Doc, I don't feel well. All right. So you tell me the community is not well. I listen. The next thing I do is I try to make what they call a differential diagnosis. I look at all the reasons why our community is not functioning well. When it starts to come to education, it's not one thing that's affecting our children. It's a lot of things. And if it starts out in the morning that they have to commute 40 minutes or an hour to school, they're already being traumatized. So we have to be able to address those issues. So we look at everything first, we get our differential diagnosis, and then we make a diagnosis. And then we come up with a solution, we come up with a plan, the treatment of how we do it. And that's how I approach everything, because that's my training, is not to look at just the surface, but try to figure out what the root cause of the problem.
Okay. So a lot of people might say, what about those haters that's going to say, man, go back to your practice. You got this going on. Leave it to us businessmen, us lawyers who know the law and all this stuff. What would you say to those people in your situation right now? Why you're saying, like, basically, what you going to say to your haters, for sure?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to have any haters. I might have people who don't understand, what a physician does or what they stand for. But when your life is on the line, you don't want somebody who doesn't have the training. You want somebody who's been in the trenches, who's seen various diseases, who's seen what's going on in the community. Well, I've been in this community for over 40 years. So not only was I a physician, okay, I bought services, I paid taxes, I raised my kids here. And what I want is, I want a vital, vibrant community when I leave here for my children. They're going to take over my house. So we're not just talking about this generation, we're talking about the next and grandkids and so forth. And DeKalb County is a great county. It has a lot of potential, but it needs a little revitalization. What we call that in medicine is neuroplasticity. It's when you're able to take an area, and they used it originally with the brain, when they said the brain could not have the ability to regenerate itself. And now we found out that it can. With proper treatment, proper diagnosis, and a proper plan, you can actually get revitalization of the brain. And you can do that same revitalization with DeKalb County and Gwinnett. And that's what I bring to the table. If you don't have that perspective, then all you're doing is talking to yourself. You got the same people talking to themselves. And you need somebody else bringing another perspective. And that's what I bring.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't even say the word right. Can you say it for one more time?
Neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity. Okay, y'all Google that up. It means repairing the brain. That means repairing the community from the brain. Okay, that's how he's bringing that.